College football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David. And the Hawkeyes will put total leather to crank us up. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Utah State Aggies offense will come out first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Buckley. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Smith. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little release to the back. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. 3rd down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team.
Number 98 on the field goal.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion, They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Iowa's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on...
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. The screen, and watch out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Moss. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are... And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Under fire! And the ball is out! Who's going to get it? How in the world did the offense retain possession? Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. At the 45 on his way. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Here's a heel. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman. 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he's got it inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a first down for the offense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field.
First down for the offense.
Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. On the run, it's Moulton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Give to the back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Makes the grab on the shuffle. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd and long. They've got the screen set up. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll give it to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab down the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They'll run the screen. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the give off the left side. Past the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the right. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, the jet sweep as they try to move the chains. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Good right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 4 over Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grab near the marker. It's Moss. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. From the gun, the ground game. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their... Turning it on! What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And there it is, toss play to the left, using this guy's speed on the perimeter. They weren't able to bring him down. That's an explosive play offensively.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Gives it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. He'll set up to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's McFarland. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Utah State.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense. He's got it on the outside. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Thompson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll test the right side. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. The lead is now back down to 9.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. On the ground, it's Washington. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Snap in the shotgun. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Going right to work up top. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Moss. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Buckley. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a wide open receiver. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This Utah State offense has it going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Tosses it incomplete. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
Use the play fake, now to throw. The sure hands, it's Moulton. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Of 14. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team.
Makes the catch. It's Washington.
They're trailing by just 4 to Memphis. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Off the play fake. He uncorks one deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Utah State, 13.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking left. Hauls it in. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. From the gun, the running back has it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
2nd down coming up.
2nd down, he'll throw it. They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Catch in the middle, it's Smith.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang.
There he goes. Big pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So at this point, I expected them to go for it here. Instead, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid. It's our forced to settle for 3. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Throwing right. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
The give as they work on that clock. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking for room. It's Moulton. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long.
3rd down coming.
Trying the left side. Finds a little space. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Punt is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. He'll start this drive firing. Quick completion on the out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the big fella. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll leave it with him. They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A timely pickup to get the 1st down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.